everybody, welcome to Greenbow Lake State Resort Park. My name is Morgan Warwick and I'm one of the campground hosts here this season. Today we're going to go inside the lodge and we're going to learn a little bit more about Jesse Stuart. I didn't have any choice as to where I was born, but if I had my choice, I would have chosen Kentucky. From Kentucky is My Land by Jesse Stuart. Welcome to the library here at the Jesse Stuart Lodge. Inside our library, you're going to find many historical facts that are pertinent right here to our area. We have a Jesse Stuart set up that has information about his life. We have pictures that was found, items that his mother made. We also have an iron furnace display, and we also used to have a working iron furnace right here on the property at Greenbow Lake State Resort Park. Today we're going to focus on Jesse Stuart though. Jesse Stuart was born in 1906 and he passed away in 1984. His home place was actually right here in Greenup County, about 3 miles away from the park. His home place was on a little road called W Hollow. For the locals around here, they know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a 1-lane curvy road. There's no lines, hardly any traffic, back in the woods. It's a fantastic place and it's very beautiful to visit. So if you ever come to visit this way, I highly, highly suggest that you check it out. Jesse Stuart was one of America's most famous authors. I think in all he wrote over 60 books in his time as a writer. Jesse Stuart was also an educator. He started in a one-room schoolhouse teaching, and he ended up all the way in Egypt at an American university teaching also. His love for teaching and literacy was enormous. In 1979, just 5 years before Jesse Stuart passed away, he gave his literary estate to the Jesse Stuart Foundation. The Jesse Stuart Foundation is still local. It's in Ashland, Kentucky. Their main goal is to have every single book that Jesse Stuart has wrote in copy. They want a hard copy of every book he's ever wrote, which I think is fantastic to keep his tradition alive. So many people don't even realize who Jesse Stuart is and the big impact he had on our area. Two of my personal favorite Jesse Stuart books is A Penny's Worth of Character and Old Ben. I had to read these when I was in elementary school. And all you elementary school kids and teachers, these are AR books, and they are very good books you can read. A Penny's Worth of Character tells a story of the importance of honesty, and it also incorporates the local area here in Greenup. So you'll see many things that you can relate to if you're from Kentucky. And Old Ben is about a little boy who had a pet black snake, which, what you know it, Jesse Stuart had a pet black snake when he was growing up, hence where the idea for this book came from. There's a lot of good information. My 7-year-old actually read this not too long ago, and he was absolutely amazed that it mentioned the Little Sandy River, which for those of you who don't know, it's a river that flows through Greenup County here, and he just thought it was the coolest thing ever to be able to relate on a level with a book that he could. Entrance to the Fern Valley Trail. The Fern Valley Trail is a 1.1 mile loop. You'll start right here at the lodge and you end right back at the lodge. If you're interested, you can stop and check out a book for the Fern Valley Nature Trail. Inside this book, it has stops along the way based on things to see, and it also has some quotes out of Jesse Stuart's popular books. So we're going to check out the trail and take you all along with us. As I observed the closeness of the tombstones in the eastern cemeteries, this gave me a feeling that the land was sacred. So the Fern Valley Trail will bring you up to the ridge top here, and as you can see behind me, there is a cemetery, and it's one that Jesse Stuart writes about. And here in the book, it says, perhaps land for cemeteries was less scarce than Jesse Stuart's Kentucky, but nonetheless, the placement of the graves was given special consideration. There are 6 graves just off the trail here, marked with simple stones. Like many cemeteries in the area, this one is located on the ridge, a site often chosen because it met 3 criteria. The land was either unsuitable or too worn out to grow crops, the graves would be out of reach from the floodwaters, and the buried loved ones would be that much closer to heaven. If I could have chosen the spot in Kentucky, I would have chosen W Hollow, where the hills form a semicircle barrier against the roads, and there is only one way to get out. As you all can see, this spot right here on the Fern Valley Trail has you down in a valley where all you have around you are these beautiful hillsides. I take with me Kentucky embedded in my brain and heart, in my flesh and bone and blood, since I am of Kentucky and Kentucky is part of me. The Fern Valley Trail brings you out right here next to the lake to finish out the hike. Thanks guys for coming along with us today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to come out and visit us soon at Greenup Lake State Resort Park.